Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. And today, guys, we are on Farthest Frontier. We are on Farthest Frontier. It's time for a little break from Manor Lords. Because for a variety of reasons. And we're not going to go into that, but very excited about this new free building mode that was introduced into Farthest Frontier here. It was kind of unexpected. I was not really expecting Farthest Frontier to introduce a free building mode. It's not really something that they had like announced or anything, so that was really exciting. And yeah, I mean, it's a game changer. Massive game changer. And hopefully some people will be interested instead of just keep drinking the Kool-Aid of Manor Lords, dude. It's kind of crazy because I keep doing Manor Lords content and it's like the viewership is still pretty high for whatever reason, even though it just keeps being utterly disappointing. But we are going to switch gears. We're going to try to switch gears here a little bit. It's kind of a bummer that there's such little interest in Farthest Frontier. This game is absolutely incredible, especially now with the free building mode. Yeah, so I mean, with it's still got some, still got a. This just came out it's in a play test right now. So this isn't even, this isn't officially, this patch, this update isn't officially released yet. It's just on a play test, but will be soon. Get rid of our patch overlay. All right. Well, hopefully some people tune in. Like I said, it's a real shame that there's such a popularity for Manor Lords, for example, and I feel like I can't even do any other content. I have like no viewership for it, which is very unfortunate because this game is probably objectively just better than Manor Lords, especially now at this point. Anyways, we'll do our thing here and so yeah, here's a little look at what the the free building. I just started a new little town, but yeah, it's really cool. Obviously, because beforehand, everything, you can literally just place things completely however you want them. There's absolutely no restrictions, other than of course you can't build things on top of each other. But there is some leeway as well with like the overlapping little sections and everything. As you can see, it allows like a little bit of overlap. But yeah, the cool thing is you can switch back to grid building if you want. So like you can go to the grid build, or you can just have the free building. So it's pretty awesome, to be honest. I think it's, I don't know, I was not expecting them to add this to Farthest Frontier, so this is like incredible. And the roads too and everything, you can see you can get nice curvy roads and all kinds of different whatever layouts and everything. So it's actually really huge. So anyways, I had just gotten this town started up here. It's pretty early on. We're in year 3. Excuse me, just kind of getting going into year 3 here. It's got some basic infrastructure set up here. Just upgraded the town to level 2. But anyways, yeah. So we got a new set of a new crop field set up here as well, and we'll get some farming going here pretty soon. But we're prepping up the field, the land of the field and everything, getting it ready to go. All right. So I think what I was working on next was getting some clay. Let's see, clay pit requires a wagon shop. Let's get that wagon shop going. What's up, Walter? The house can now be turned freely. That is exactly right. That is exactly correct. You can place buildings completely freely now, which is insane. Yeah, massive. Actually massive. Alright, we'll get a wagon shop coming in here. And we'll be able to transport goods like the clay or whatever. Get a clay deposit coming in. Yeah, I'm really excited about the this update. Like I said, it was unexpected. Super cool. Maybe we need to line up a couple more gathering tasks here. Wagon shop ready to go. They'll need to get a wagon ready, and then we'll be rocking and rolling. Should be able to build that clay pit now. There we go. Need them to keep working the land, getting it ready for planting and farming. Alright, so we just need a bunch more planks right now. Yeah, I think we can assign a couple more workers here, just max that out. Alright, and then we do need, I still haven't built a trading post. So that's going to be our next thing, after we get the clay started to come in here. Trading post, start to get some trade infrastructure going, start producing some goods like some pottery and stuff that we can start selling. I think we need more. Let's see what's up with this guy. Need more of the willow. Need more willow. Okay. But I am excited to, we need to get the town set up a little bit more, and then there's like, I mean, this is one thing Farthest Frontier, dude, like, Farthest Frontier has, look at this, all this decoration options, you know what I mean? You got all these decorations that you could add to your town, so I'm really excited to kind of experiment a bit more with all the different decorations that we can add now with the free building mode and kind of customize how things look and all that. I mean, this is one thing that Manor Lords literally has no decorations. Literally zero. They don't, there's literally not any aesthetic buildings. Or structures or anything. It is truly a shame how... Man, yeah, I mean, I would have had, like, already... probably 4 times as much viewership right now if I was doing Manor Lords again, which is just, it's just unfortunate. I don't understand. There's the clay pit. Alright, so we should be able to get, trading post will be next, so do you want this to be like by our town center? I'm not sure exactly how we want to put it. Maybe something like that. See if we can get a nice... kind of want to like curve around here kind of thing, I guess. The road tool definitely doesn't offer as much freedom, that's for sure. That's the one of the things that definitely doesn't have quite as much freedom. Okay, there we go. That's good though. I like that. Let's get this thing out of the way. Cool, yeah, I think if we kind of wrap around here, we'll make like a little area right here. We'll have the trading post along the road. On this top area, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, I like that. I like that, and then we'll put the trading post. Yeah, I think basically like that. We have a connector road going like that. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we should be good to actually plant stuff in the upcoming season here. And And then continue growing our town and leveling up and stuff like that. And then, like I said, soon we'll be able to start adding like decorations and stuff to the town. Then it's going to start looking awesome. That's what I'm really excited for. Start integrating all these decoration options into our setup. It's going to look awesome. Our Forger hut rocking again. This basket shop I feel like is a little in the way. I'm gonna move it. Alright, trading post is ready. Awesome, okay. Yeah, I like how that looks too. That's cool. Awesome. Alright, so I think we should start, well, soon. We need a little bit of clay, I think, for a couple building tasks, potentially, but soon we'll start making some pottery. That's a good thing to sell. Pottery's always easy to make profits from. Looks like we have a couple traders coming to our post right now, though. Let's see what they got going on. Planks. I mean, I guess we could sell some planks. We're using a bunch of them, but they are buying them for a good price. We got 3 traders rolled up right away. That's crazy. Let's take a look here. What do they sell? Anything good that we could buy? We don't have much money to spend, but... Dogs. Build a dog kennel before you can trade for dogs. Jeez, is that another new thing too? I don't think I've remembered dogs being in before. Dog kennel. Yeah, I think maybe we just sell a little bit of planks, but we're obviously still using planks. We don't want to sell all of them, but we'll get a little bit going there. And then we do want to, like I said, start up some pottery. I feel like I kind of want, like, production buildings, like, in this area, I guess. Let's get rid of that, and then we'll put the pottery right here. And I don't know, just kind of moving things around for now as we're figuring out how we want the town to be laid out. Oh, we didn't sell our planks before they left. It's okay. That's okay. Okay, well, get through winter here. There's really not much to do during winter as usual. Should probably build a temporary shelter housing area out here. This one over there. How do we want this? We want this to wrap around. I feel like that could be pretty cool. Can we fit? Yeah, okay. Nice. That's super cool, dude. Got some farming going on this year. It's good. All right, let's get the pottery building. Okay, pottery, and then we need to get a we got rid of our forager shack. We'll place that. The trader has arrived. Let's see what's going on with them. Heavy tools. We eventually definitely need heavy tools. Weapons would be good too, but they got those at a expensive price, so I don't know about that. Would have been great if we had pottery to sell. It's okay. Coming soon. Soon, TM. Just make sure we're keeping up with harvesting tasks. We're not going to trade with this person. Okay. We have 10 extra housing family spaces open or whatever right now, which is not bad. We're staying ahead on that, and we have food coming in still. Expanding our residential area. Yeah, looking really cool though. Okay, forager hut's back online. Need to get some more of this willow. We're trying to keep producing baskets. We need baskets for our increased worker productivity. We're starting to make some pottery from the clay. That is very good. Nice. Soon we'll have some pottery to sell. Start selling. Got farming going on here. Things are looking good. Got another trader approaching our trading post here. There's like a ton of stone over here. I didn't even realize. Do want that. Let's make sure we start getting on top of that. Sweet. Hey, what's up, Casey Wren? You like that you don't have to plant trees like Manor Lords? Yeah. Well, I think you kind of do at some point. You want to have the work camp. Or I think, right? Doesn't the work camp replant trees? At least I thought, I don't know, it used to be that way. Not sure, maybe it changed. They've changed a lot in Farthest Frontier. Oh, we can sell some of these planks. Good. Yeah, a lot of it got moved to the tech tree as well, so that might be something that's in the tech tree now. Speaking of which, we are going to want to spend... We have 8 points available. We do need to spend some of our tech tree points here. Obviously, we do... At some point, we are going to need to invest in livestock, but we need to get more trade going to afford that. The tech tree, in my opinion... This is the one thing that is like... They went overboard here, in my opinion. This tech tree is like... It's way too overextensive. This is the one downside of Farthest Frontier. It was the grid building system and the tech tree, but now there's no grid building system, so. Because I feel like there is a tech tree thing for advancement for the harvesting. But yeah, I could have swore the work camps used to also like replant the trees. Maybe that's not a thing anymore though. Maybe like you said, you just don't need to worry about it. What's up, Beth? You don't always have to plant trees in Manor Lords. I guess we could sell a little bit more of these. Oh, I see. Yeah, you upgrade the work camp and then they can replant trees. Got it. Okay. That's what I was thinking of. Cool. Yeah, so I think you do some tree replanting in Farthest Frontier. It's just there's not like a specific building like Forester's Hut for it, I guess, you know what I mean? It's just part of the work camp, which is more convenient because then they're harvesting and replanting at one job. Which is nice. So, okay, so we do need to be making some soap as well. I think we should have some tallow. We just don't have herbs, maybe? Have we been gathering some herbs? There is herbs, maybe, that we've been gathering. Oh, okay. I guess we have a few. We have some tallow as well, so we should be making soap, too. Let's make a soap. We gotta keep our cleanliness up, you know what I mean? Soap shop. Okay. And this gives a negative desirability, so we want to keep it away from our residential area. Put the soap shop right across the street from the dung collector, the compost yard. Go like over here, I think. That'll be cool. Another merchant. What do we got? Rhinestone, honey. Nothing for us, I don't think. If you remember clicking, you spend me 3 points to get the upgrade for the water camp. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I swear it was in the tech tree. That's exactly what I was trying to find earlier. But see, this is where I'm like, this part is crazy. Like, this tech tree thing is like out of control, in my opinion, at least. But it's in here somewhere, right? Work camp. I mean, I would imagine that it woodworking, firewood splitter. Tree felling speed. Yeah, I don't know. It's gotta be in here somewhere, right? Yeah, see, this part is like crazy. There's a couple other ones I want to invest in though. Taxation, we want to get more tax per home within the market radius. That's good. Market can be upgraded to Market Square. We want that too. There's a bunch of stuff that we'll want to upgrade here. Like eventually. Speed. I like the work speed for farmers. We're definitely doing farming. We will obviously want livestock. I hate that the music turns off when we're on the tech tree here. Fish replenishment. Why not? Let's take that one too. Because we're fishing. And I don't know. We'll go with that for now. I don't want to sit on the tech tree forever. That is, like I said, that's the one part I really don't like, the tech tree. But I really like everything else now that we have free building. It's crazy, dude. You just see this update, Baff, or what, dude? You got to get back in Farthest Frontier, dude. This is crazy. I was not expecting this at all. I just, all of a sudden, they were like, hey, our game is now a free building game. It's crazy. And just anything, you know, there's no restrictions anymore. And we have a whole category of decorations, baby. We can actually decorate our town properly. So that's my main goal. We're kind of upgrading the town a little bit and then getting ready to, then we're going to get immersed in some decorations around the town. See how we can make things look cool and come up with some cool setups and whatever. Excuse me. All right, so we got new people are immigrating right here. We do need a school as well for our like desirability, but also for like the like getting people educated so they can take up new jobs. So we'll probably want a school. What do we want a school? Some kind of cool area around here. Could be right here. Could be right here. Kind of like right here, maybe. As you're coming into the neighborhood. Why not? Let's do that. Hey, what's up, Hans? Farthest Frontier today. Yeah, that's right, dude. We are checking out Farthest Frontier today. Good time for a little break from Manor Lords because, I mean, to put it bluntly, I don't really enjoy playing Manor Lords right now, but maybe that'll change. We'll see. But yeah, very exciting stuff here. Very exciting stuff, guys. Like I said, I don't think they had like really made any kind of like indication that they were planning on introducing like a free build mode here to Farthest Frontier. So it was not something that was on my radar like at all. And then all of a sudden I just saw the other day, like 3 days ago, they posted a huge thing, a huge article like, hey, we're introducing free build mode, and yeah, it's just actually massive. Like it's crazy. I never expected that. You know what I mean? Because obviously, I'm sure that's no small task to switch from. And the cool thing is, you can do both. Like we can do grid building if we want, or you can do free building. So you can literally just do either one. But that is no small task. Like recoding the entire foundation of the city builder to go from a grid to a free, like that is actually an insanely valuable update that they're providing. I would never expect like a grid-based building city builder that's already released to like switch to free building. I didn't even think that would be like a possibility. So yeah, it was very exciting. Third column. Oh, okay. You can upgrade the work camp to a forester camp. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Very good. All right. Speaking of which, we are going to want a work camp, and then we'll upgrade that bad boy. We'll do a work camp over here. And we're going to get this thing. Oh, salvage site. Remains of a settlement that failed to thrive in the frontier can be salvaged for valuable resources. Oh, I thought this was like one of the relic sites or whatever. I guess that's different. That's like this one. Excavation site. Excavation site and salvage site are different. I see. Interesting. Okay. I don't think I've noticed the salvage sites before. Keep that guy gathering. We got a good amount of farming harvest coming in here. That's good. Awesome. We got our school rocking. People are getting knowledge. Or people are getting educated, whatever. Loot acquired. Whoa, look at all that loot, dude. Holy crap. 85 pottery? 250 gold? Some clothing, planks, iron, tools. Holy crap, dude. That is actually huge. Wow. Well, I should have done that a long time ago. I didn't even realize. I thought it was one of the relic sites or whatever. Wow. Okay. Let's see if we can connect our work site. Let's go like that. That's good. Work camp. Okay, so this thing can be upgraded, but we need iron bars and clay bricks, which we are not able to produce yet. So that is fine. We'll just put them on wood gathering for now. Producing soap, producing pottery. Okay. All good things. I think until we get more willow, we got no baskets to make, so let's take that off. We are full on housing capacity. Ramp that up again. Okay, there we go. Now we gotta get some more houses in here. Alrighty. Cool. And we got to, let's see, resources. So we got to get to tier 3 to start being able to produce, like, bricks and stuff. Okay, we can technically start producing iron bars. Is there iron that we can gather? Iron ore right here. Yeah, okay. So maybe we should go ahead and get that going in the tech tree as well. Mining? Where the heck is mining? It's over here somewhere. Mining. Unlock mines. Increase mining speed. Yeah. We don't want slow mining going on. Blacksmith forge. See, it's crazy that you have to unlock all this stuff in the tech tree. Like, you're telling me that, like, you need to specialize. No, like, you should be able to have a blacksmith forge, like, in like mining and stuff. Like, you shouldn't need to, like, spend a tech tree point to be able to, like, mine ore. Like, that's ridiculous. We want, and then we need the foundry, I guess. So we need the foundry for now. So that's dumb, though. You should be able, dude, should have the foundry, and all this stuff should just be available. That's kind of dumb. Anyways, now we have mining. Let's maybe flatten this area here. Put our mine up there. When playing this game, you're F2, F3, F4. No, what are the... Oh, the overlays? Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I usually will change the unit widgets. Like the health bars or whatever for like if there's like combat going on or whatever, but generally I don't like having all that stuff. We still have a housing store? Oh, we're still finishing this last house over here, I see. Get her done! There we go. No longer have a housing shortage. We do got to get back ahead of having more housing spaces available, though. Temporarily sheltering occupants. Nice. Good. Our temporary shelter is functional. We should probably build another one over here. Alright, cool. Get out of winter here. Yeah, soon, like I said, I really want to start putting some decorations, but we gotta start getting some new other materials in, like the iron and clay bars and stuff like that. Get upgraded to tier 3. So we gotta start upgrading our housing. So that means we need more desirability. So we're at, right now looks like we're at 25%. Roughly for all these houses are somewhat around 25%. So we got to get up to at least 30% for the next tier. So that means we got to add a couple things. Shrine will be for sure one of the things. Maybe we'll put it here on this corner. Our placement of some of this stuff did get a little wacky as we're trying out the free building. But let's move one of these houses like over here, and then we'll put the shrine right there in the corner. And at some point we'll have all these cool like town buildings in this area or whatever too. Like that or something, that'll be cool, you know what I mean? Got all these big main buildings in the central area. Our shrine should fit right here. Let's go like that. Get a new season of farming going. Okay. Finishing up our shrine over here. Start gathering again. Nice. All good on all those tasks. Should have trade coming in again. We'll have our shrine coming up. We should be hitting our desirability here now. Let's see, 30%. Yep, there we go. Nice. See, look, all these houses already are getting upgraded. Good. And we just needed a slight bit more desirability for a few of these. So we'll add a couple more decorations or whatever. That's really good though so far. Hey, what's up, Senior? Slaphead. Certainly not as pretty as Manor Lords. Yeah. Nothing is like we've I feel like a broken record. I'm saying the same things over and over again all the same time, but yeah. Yep, that's never been in question. Like we were saying in the last stream, I think the only games that can compare with the graphics and like visual immersion of Manor Lords are like third person or first person type of games, not top down games. There's not really any other top down city builder games or whatever that are going to have that same level of graphic appeal. That's for sure. But for me, at least at this point, and that's fine if it's different for you guys, but for me at this point, that is pretty much the only thing that Manor Lords has going for it. Which after playing the game for thousands of hours starts to lose its charm, so. Nice, we got our shrine here. These guys are praising the gods. Come ye, come ye. Yeah, Farthest Frontier has a few things going for it over Manor Lords, yeah. Namely the fighting and the massive tech tree. Yeah, the combat is by far superior. Yeah, I mean the combat in Manor Lords is a complete joke. It's not even functional. So you can I don't even know how you could even make an opinion on the combat in Manor Lords because it literally just doesn't work. But yeah, other than that, yeah, the tech tree in this, like I was saying, the tech tree in this Farthest Frontier, in my opinion, is like way too extensive. Like I think they went too overboard here. Like there's some stuff like, you know, I don't really feel like I should have to like unlock being able to like mine coal or iron or anything. You know what I mean? I don't know. Stuff like that seems like you should just be able to mine stuff regular. And then if you want to have like increased rates in the tech tree, that's cool. But there's like so many like key, like you can't even build like a lot of like regular buildings without unlocking them in the tech tree, which seems a little dumb. But other than that, yeah, Farthest Frontier operates better in every single way over Manor Lords. Like as a functional game, it's just superior in literally every single category. The only thing that held this game back, in my opinion, was the fact that it was a grid-based building system, and now that's not a thing anymore. It's now a free building game, so. But regardless, if you, I really think if you guys haven't played this game, you guys should check it out. And just kind of see for yourselves, you know. We'll sell a lot of pottery here. They're buying pottery at a good price. There we go. Got 880 gold sold from pottery. That's huge. Massive. All right. That is exactly what we were going for. We do want heavy tools too. Actually, I'm going to take the opportunity here to purchase a couple of heavy tools. Let's buy 2 of them. Buy 2. Okay, cool. So we have 3 heavy tools. So that's what we need to be able to construct our, like, foundry and stuff like that. Alright, speaking of which, we leveled out the land over here for our iron mine. Go ahead and place that. Need a foundry, but we'll start getting the iron gathered first of all. Haven't had enough of Manor Lords then. Certainly do a break. Yeah, I mean, at least for now. I mean, I'm not uninstalling the game or anything, obviously. I still have the game, it's still on my Steam, and I'm still gonna play it, but like at some points or whatever, maybe, I don't know. But for now, yeah, I don't really, I don't really enjoy the game because, you know, in the perspective of someone who's been playing it since the release for the last 2 years, I genuinely think the game is worse. It's only getting worse. It just gets worse every time they do an update these days. Like, the game is literally just getting worse and worse and worse, in my opinion. So, if they change that trajectory, then, you know, we'll see. But yeah, I also just have, like, literally no respect for the, for Hooded Horse and Greg and their whole Manor Lords team. Like, I have absolutely negative 50 respect for them. Like, those guys are just clowns, actually. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking a break from their whole vibe for now, I guess. But regardless of that, I mean, regardless of where Manor Lords is at, this game, like I've tried to say so many times, like, whether you guys want to compare this game to Manor Lords or any other game or whatever, that's fine. But like, this game is an incredible game on its own. Like, this game is extremely underrated. Like, if you are into city builders, particularly, like, you know, the kind of medieval style, whatever, this game is a top tier game, and it's definitely worth checking out. This game is less immersive visually, but more immersive in every other way possible. Manor Lords is too boring to play. Yeah, I agree. Manor Lords is literally, I feel like I'm doing just the same thing over and over again. Like, and there's no... I'm playing on the same map every time. I'm doing the same build order. I'm doing the same... Like, literally, I just feel like doing the same thing over and over again. There's only one development tech tree to like... There's literally just nothing to do. Like, they just completely have ruined the game. So... Once again, maybe that will change, but for now, that's how it is. Doesn't look like there's anything we want to sell or buy with this dude. I think we're good for now on trade with these people. Never heard of this game before, but you're watching. Oh wow, I can't believe you've never heard it. I've talked about this game many times on the channel, so I'm glad you're checking it out now. Yeah. And as usual, I'm a complete nobody. I'm not sponsored or anything by anyone. This is just me sharing my experience and opinion with you guys. I think this is an amazing game. This Farthest Frontier, this game was also in early access for like an extensive period. It actually had a pretty similar journey of Manor Lords in the sense of like, you know, it was in early access for about, I think like 3 years at least, maybe even more. And you know, the game that you see right now is like very different than the game that it was in the beginning. I mean, you know, not very different in a lot of the core ways, I guess, but like it's definitely gone through a lot of iterations and updates and changes and adjustments and all kinds of stuff. So it was a journey for the development process of this game as well. And since it officially released last year in October, so about 6 months ago, roughly 6 months ago, the game officially released, done with early access, all that kind of stuff. And this is the first like major official update for the fully released game. And it's a heck of an update, dude. Instead of just being like, you know, hey, we're adding cider and mead, except not really, and maybe it'll be coming like a year from now or whatever. Here's like a bunch of crap that doesn't even do anything in the game, and we're actually not going to finish what we started. These guys were like, yo, we completely changed the game. It's no longer a grid-based building system. You have free building available in the game. It's here. It's done. You can play it. There's nothing coming soon. Like, this is it. You want free building? Here it is. Here's the update. There you go. Enjoy. No, you know, no like, oh, we're planning on doing this, we're planning on doing that, we're blah, blah, blah. No. Here it is. You want free building? Here it is. Here's the update. Done. Play it. Enjoy it. What's the next thing you guys want? You know what I mean? Like, these guys are, like, the entire time, they've been, like, on point with, like, following the community requests. They've been very active. So they're doing it right. They had their bumps in the road, of course, along the way, like I mentioned, but in a very good spot now. Farming going on. Got our willow. The rest of this stuff. We are starting to gather ore. Iron ore, yep, there we go. Okay, so we need to get some more houses upgraded. We need to grow our population, grow everything. Let's see if we can get another cool little area of houses. Nice. Okay, housing coming in. All right, so now we do need to add more desirability. So like I said, here's the fun part. We got this whole set. Look at all these decorations, guys. Manor Lords doesn't have a single decoration option. Look at all these decoration options. So we can customize our town. And the real fun part is when we upgrade our town more, then you get like the really cool stuff. Statues and ornamental trees, flower urns, like all kinds of really cool stuff. I heard that they added this, a couple of this stuff is new. So this wildflowers are new. The grass clearing is new. There's like a few things in here that are new. So let's try some of these cool things out. Garden trail, medium garden. So we can put like some gardens, some bushes, some wildflowers. And supposedly these wildflowers you can stick in like really... Oh, yeah. So you can like put them in like really small little like, you know, little nooks and crannies or whatever between the buildings. Yeah, or there's like trees and bushes and stuff. Here, let's just play around with some of this stuff, obviously. So, put like a little shrub right here. Small grass clearing. These guys need like a lawn. We'll see how this turns out. Kind of stack these wildflowers in here. Grass clearing. Oh yeah, see these guys got like a lawn now. Oh, interesting. They got a front lawn. Maybe they need a bench. I feel like they need a bench to sit on. Let's see. Have I tried Paradox games? I don't think I have, no. Victoria 3. I don't know if I've heard of that. Oh, cool, yeah, here's the wildflowers. Yeah, I mean, that's super cool. Look, and then you can fill in these, like, little spaces between the houses with them and stuff. And they do add desirability as well. Yeah, wow, look, this house is already up to 46% desirability. That's actually crazy. And then it also adds flowers around the shrine and stuff. Yeah, this is really cool. Wow. Got our little shrub right here. Interesting. Okay, so we got our bench coming on over here. Got our small grass clearing on the corner here. Interesting. Okay. Now I see a little bit more how that works. Hey, what's up, Ned? How we doing, dude? Yeah, exactly, Senior Slaphead, exactly. There's no like objective, there's no threat, there's no challenge, there's no progression to the game. There's literally just no reason to play. Other than like if you are enjoying the visual immersion and stuff, obviously that's totally fair. Definitely enjoy that, but once you get past that part, once you've enjoyed that for a bit, then yeah, there's really nothing to enjoy in the game. And they keep stripping more, like they just keep stripping away like all those things, objectives and goals, and like those just keep getting stripped away. So the author of Manor Lords did not put in any effort. Yeah, I feel like he did. I feel like he used to, you know? I feel like it's just a classic case of like, you know, which has happened to many different things, but it's a classic case of like it was a passion project and now it's not. Like you can literally just you can summarize the entire situation simply by saying that. That pretty much sums up everything. What this game needs, and there's a mod for it. Yeah, that's the other thing. This game supports modding too, which is really cool. Manor Lords, that's one of the other things that I just can never agree with, is that they're like very anti-modding. Like if you go in their Discord server and you mention anything about modding, they'll like time you out and like silence you and like stuff. And if you say it again, they'll like ban you from the server or whatever. Like they're like aggressively anti-modding, and it's like, dude, this is a single-player game. What do you mean you don't support modding? Are you kidding me? Like that's a joke. Like every single-player game should support modding. Like that's just a I don't even know how that is even up for debate. Yeah, there is camera mods though. Bath, I know that I used to have one called Melon Loader or something like that. There is mods though. Yeah, there's mods for a bunch of stuff. Farthest Frontier, which is cool. Okay, we need to upgrade more of these houses. We just need more stuff, more houses, more people, more food, more resources, yada yada. But yeah, we need to upgrade more of these, so add some more decorations. Alright, cool. Got a bunch more houses coming in. We do have some of them are so the 30% is what we need, like all these houses to be at 30%. See, some of these are like high 20s now. But we have some space to like add some more decorations, of course, as we're playing around with all that kind of stuff, so definitely the wildflowers are super convenient. I mean, we can just place those kind of all over the place, fill in a bunch of little spots. Wildflowers or trees don't actually increase the desirability. Juniper bush does. Oh, some bushes, that could be nice as well. Oh yeah, so we can do like a little like bushes. And then surrounded by wildflowers. Nice. And isn't it nice that you can actually see stuff on top of the snow? I mean, this is something that they still haven't figured out in Manor Lords. Can't see anything when it's snow. You can't do any... Literally can't even do anything. You can't see anything. Like, how hard is it to just add, like, a green outline on the overlay of your freaking building preview or something, you know what I mean? So we can actually see what's going on. What's up, Shisco Bob? See, here I want to put like a statue or something. Just save some spaces for some cooler decorations. Maybe we could put a garden here in the corner, though. A medium garden. Well, no, because we need more desirability over here, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So let's do... I think what will be, like, the easiest way is if we just do wildflowers, like, along the back here. So we can maybe do, like a bush. Okay, a couple bushes. Wildflower. Wildflower, and then we can kind of line the back side of the houses with wildflowers, I think. And that'll give us a good amount of desirability, and it'll look cool. Nice, yeah, there we go. Fill all that in, that'll be good. Yeah, you haven't touched Manor Lords in like 3 weeks, dude. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. I'm done with it for a bit, myself. Until they get their act together, and let me rephrase that. If and when they get their act together. Because, I mean, that's a big if. I'm not holding my breath, let's put it that way. You're fully in the BG3. Oh, Baldur's Gate? Nice. Yeah, I know I know we've mentioned it. A few of you guys have mentioned Baldur's Gate a few times or whatever, and I've had other friends who have played Baldur's Gate and who have also said, yeah, I've heard like nothing but good things about Baldur's Gate. So it is on the radar, that's for sure. I've never been too much into like turn-based games. I've always liked more like real-time strategy. But it does obviously sound really good. Let's sell some planks, and because those are a good price. Maybe we'll sell some pottery, but it's at an average price. Cats? We get dogs and cats now? A cat kennel? What the heck? Where do you put dogs and cats? Is it amenities? I have never seen the dog and cat kennels or whatever. Where the heck are those from? I'll have to keep my eye open for that. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's from when you upgrade the houses? Do they maybe get an option to add like a dog kennel or something? That's an interesting one. Okay, oh dude, the wildflowers are actually crazy. I mean, that might be broken, to be honest. That seems OP. I mean, these houses shot up to like almost 60% desirability. Dude, that's nuts. Yeah, I think the wildflowers are maybe a little cracked. That's insane. Okay, we'll definitely get all the houses upgraded, no problem. We just need to keep growing the population. We're getting more gold and resources and all that kind of stuff. So these planks, speaking of gold. Sell. I guess we'll just stick with that for now. We got enemies on this playthrough being a small young cat again. Yeah, kind of just being a small young cat. Yeah, I was more interested in checking out the free building and the decorating and all that kind of stuff. So I just went on. I don't think it's full pacifist. There's like a small, but it's like the lowest rank of the. It's like the easy mode or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's very minimal enemies in combat, if any. Get back onto some gathering here, and was there another? Is this another salvage site? Yeah, we should. Those are crazy. These salvage sites had so much materials last time. Gotta get that for sure. This guy gathering again. Oh, a bunch of laborers, yeah. Let's get a couple more people mining clay. How are we doing on iron? We're starting to stack it up. Okay, that's good. Slowly but surely. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We might want to consider, maybe we should do a smokehouse too, actually. For our fish and our meat too, I guess, but definitely the fish. Just put the smokehouse right across from the root cellar. That is crazy how the houses upgraded so easily from using the wildflowers. Looks like we need a bit more lumber. Get that going on. We're doing good on food and desirability and all that kind of stuff. We're just kind of slowly building and all that. Slowly growing. Oh shoot, we haven't had any farming going on. That's not good. Not good, not good. Alright, let's get something going here. Let's get some beans. Forgot about that. We have our farming overlay now. That's always nice, the crop summary. There's a lot of good like UI and menus and stuff in here, which are just all very helpful. I forget too, there's also policies as well. You had this game in your library since it was in early access? Nice. Are you talking about Farthest Frontier Net, or are you talking about Baldur's Gate? Yeah, you were talking about Baldur's Gate. Oh, you're talking... Yeah, I see. Yeah. You're talking about Baldur's Gate. Okay. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've heard really good things about Baldur's Gate, so... It is turn-based, though, right? If I'm not mistaken. Baldur's Gate. Is Farthest Frontier supposed to be medieval themed? I don't think it's necessarily medieval themed, but it's kind of like that, like, sort of, you know, timeline or whatever, you know what I mean? I think it's more of like a settlers theme, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Not so much like a medieval theme, but more of like a settlers theme, I guess. I don't know if that's an official theme, but I don't know. That's like my best description, I guess. We need 10 more homestead. Why are these guys not upgrading? Oh, they need multiple food types. Okay, that's okay. We'll get that coming soon. We got our smokehouse rocking. We don't need... oh, I guess we can do meat, but it's more fish than anything. I don't think we have much meat. Yeah. We could probably put another fishing shack over here, TBH. Oh, nice. We got all this stuff. Whoa, nice. We got a knowledge tome. We got some beer. Some weapons. All good things. All good things. Another fishing hut. Baldur's Gate 3 is turn-based in combat. Rest of the time it isn't. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so it's just turn-based for the combat generally. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. I don't know, like I said, for whatever reason though, I don't know, I've never really been too big into like turn-based games. Okay, nice. I think we got that farming going. That would have been bad if we missed that. I think we actually should probably set up another farm field now, TBA, because we're starting to grow a bit more, our town and everything. We just need more food to be able to sustain, like, continual pop growth. Let's see. Fertility. So we'll probably just put another field, like, right next to this one, I think. Because there's good fertility right here. So let's just move this thing out of the way. Forager shack just keeps getting moved constantly. Gotta do what we gotta do. Yeah, you got some mods going. Very happy scripting center, nice. Yeah, it's good. Mods, I feel like mods are good. You know, like everyone should have the option. Like if you're, unless it's an online competitive game, or you know, there's some sort of like rankings involved, or some sort of like competitive, you know what I mean, aspect to the gameplay. Like in relation to other people or whatever, I genuinely like every single game should have mod support. Like there's no reason a game should not be able to be modded by the players unless it's a competitive game, you know what I mean, where where your ranking could be skewed in comparison with other people and therefore unfair. Otherwise, there's literally no reason to not allow modding on a game. Other than maybe they just don't want to deal with it, and that's, like, pathetic. Okay, so we want to fence, since we're going to add some field space here, I'm going to fence. So the fence, this stuff, this is like the only thing that still is on the grid, is the fence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll go 10. Okay. Okay, so we'll get our fencing set up. So we gotta, since there's like the wild animals, like in this one, the wild animals like these deers and stuff, if you don't fence around your crops, the deers will like migrate into the field and like eat your crops and stuff. So we gotta make sure we fence up our farming area. Do like the look of Farthest Frontier, especially during the winter. Very pretty. Yeah, for sure. It's not, you know, it's not as, like we mentioned before, it's not as visually immersive and whatever as Manor Lords. Pretty much, you know, nothing is for this genre of game. But I'd say this Farthest Frontier has a bit more like traditional graphics, you could call it, I guess, but very well done. You know what I mean? And it fits the style and the game and everything. Just kind of fits, in my opinion. So I think it's good. And like you said, I do think it looks good in winter. It looks better than Manor Lords, and you just can't see anything in winter in Manor Lords. I really just don't like winter. I just skip through winter in most games, but. Pottery is kind of dynamic turn-based. You don't have to wait around for it to do 7 sequence. Oh, that's cool then. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that's good. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, we're smoking our meats, our fishes. Good stuff. Okay, no fishing range. What are you talking about? You're tripping. Are they not allowed to overlap? Is that a thing? Might just be a tooltip bug, potentially, but... Let's see. Maybe they need to not overlap, potentially. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're good. Building is on fire! Uh-oh. Oh no, our smokehouse is on fire! Our smokehouse is smoking! I guess we should put a well over here a little closer to this area, huh? Emergency firefighter well. Alright, we got our fence ready to go here. So now we can remove the inner fencing. Get rid of that, and then now we can add a new crop field. Right here. Perfect, there we go. Double up our farming space. Okay, good. And we still need to upgrade a few more of these houses. Need to reach 30%. Dude, it's crazy. Dude, these wildflowers have got to be overpowered. That's insane that these houses are at 67% desirability already. That's crazy. I assume that'll get nerfed. The wildflowers are super OP. Let's keep adding a few more decorations around here, though. Decoration. Gotta keep them decorated. Keep them decorated. Little bush. All the flowers. I mean, I just love being able to add. I mean, this is what a city builder should be all about, dude. Freaking customize and decorate my town however I want. All these decoration options, dude. All these advancements to the town, policies, tech, all this stuff that's like actually makes it, you know, you got incentive to progress. Trying to think about what else we got. I really want to. We got to upgrade the town because I really want to add more of this like cooler like statues and stuff. You know what I mean? And there's some like some buildings like some like town buildings or whatever that look cool too. You know, like this academy and whatever that we'll put in like the main area here too and stuff. I guess we can build that now. What does that actually do? Settlements to development of new technologies. Improving the lives and security of its denizens. Improving future harvests. Okay. I mean, that sounds good, obviously. The temple, obviously we'll build a temple too, because we're gonna salvage some of those like relics and stuff. So the temple will also look really cool. Like temple right here could be kind of sick, maybe? I don't know. I kind of liked having the academy right here. I felt looked kind of cool because then it's starting to look like a town square or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like this thing needs to get moved somewhere else. Let's get this out of the way. I don't know. Just put it over here for now or something. We need to make some space over here. And let's move the pottery building over too, I think. I'm just going to move it out of the way for now. We might move it back or something, but this is where we're going to excavate like a relic. Basically, I want to have like this thing and then like the temple. There's also going to be a few more buildings, a library and stuff down the line, but yeah, these will really add a lot of like character to the build here. See, so maybe like this one right here, and then the temple over here, something like that, or the other way around. This one temple here, this one here. I kind of like this one over here. I like this one farther a little bit. And maybe we can also make the road like kind of like a corner like that or whatever. Oh, and then maybe the temple could go like that with the corner. And then this thing over here. Ooh, I don't know. So many ideas! What do we do? Well, this could go right here. That's not bad. Actually, I kind of like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. And it'll look really cool, too, once we get the roads paved or whatever. They're not dirt roads anymore. Then it's going to really start coming together. I kind of like that, though. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go here. And then the temple, like, here. I think that's going to look cool. We got all these key buildings right over here. We need more stone, too. Where's a bunch of stone? Did we already gather? There was like a bunch of stone over somewhere over here or something. Did we already gather that? Oh yeah, it was over here. That's right. Get all that stone. There we go. Uh-oh. Hostile bands of raiders have been spotted. There we go. Not good. I keep forgetting there's a mini-map, dude. There wasn't... Farthest Frontier did not have a mini-map for so long. I feel like I just play without it at this point. I'm just kind of... don't even use it. But, that being said, it sounds like we do gotta get ready for a little bit of, potentially attack on the town or something. So we should probably think about adding some defenses. Maybe a barracks, maybe a lookout, like a watchtower by our town center and all this kind of stuff. A little protection. So I don't think we need a full-on barracks or whatever for a little while. We'll probably just go with the lookout tower for now. Go with that. What do we got? What's this trader got going on? Nothing really that we care about at the moment. Nope. Nada. Turned enemies. No, it's just like I said. There's like on this game mode, it's on like the super easy setting. I just put it on the easy one, so there's like going to be like very minimal like enemy attack or whatever. To be honest, but yeah, like we can, before we end the stream or whatever, I have some other save files that we can open up if you guys want to see more of like an idea of the combat encounter kind of stuff or whatever. But like I said, the main goal for me for right now for this one was to check out the free building and the decorating and all that kind of stuff, which is really cool so far. Look at all these wildflowers, dude. All these flowers and bushes, and there is a lot of detail. Our little town is coming together quite nicely. Alright, we got our academy coming in here. This is gonna look cool. Starting to look like a real town. We need to upgrade 4 more houses. We're continuing to grow our population, hopefully. More firewood again. Okay, we just have a few houses left that are not at 30%. Yeah, the flowers are such a cool touch. Yeah, and the small young cat setting, exactly. That's right. We're on the noob setting. Big noob here. But yeah, it really is a shame though, because like, I mean, as you guys probably know, I mean, the viewership would probably be at least like 4 or 5 times what we have right now if we were playing Manor Lords, which is just kind of like, it is what it is. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. This game is very underrated, dude. Very underrated. I've said that for many years. Guess we'll just put some flowers over here by these houses and we should be good to go. Nice. More flowers. Flowers good. Make some more baskets. Harvest more willow. Should have this other crop field ready to go here momentarily. Looks like they're almost done. But yeah, this is starting to look cool. See, this building looks really cool. Now we're starting to look more like a town center square going on over here or whatever. Town center, not a square obviously, but you know what I mean. Just don't really have anything to sell to this guy either, do we? Not for a decent price at least. Nah. Nope. Should get these last few houses upgraded here now. But we need more people to be moving in, dude. Move into our town. It's the best town ever. Missing out. That's right, dude. We got enemies coming. We gotta keep decorating. We need more. We need more flower beds. That's gonna fend them off. Look, these enemy raiders, they're gonna roll up to our town. They're gonna take one look and they're gonna be like, "Yo, this town looks way too nice for us to pillage. We're gonna head back home." Someone clearly spent some time and effort planning out this town, and it's so amazing, and we're not going to burn it down now. That's what's going to happen. That's the power of the decorations. Imagine. Okay, there we go. These houses are getting upgraded. We need more herbs. I know there's like a couple herbs that we're able to gather, but we need to find some more patches of herbs. There's like a small patch over here, I think. Patch of herbs, yeah. Let's put some exploration markers out here and see if we can get some people to explore a bit more. League Cup final finish between Man City and Arsenal. Oh, that was today, right? Yeah, well, don't tell me. I'm going to watch it. Don't tell me, don't tell me. Those Raiders will just pick some flowers and move on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They come back to the wife and be like, babe, you have no idea. This town that we were going to pillage today, it was so nice. Wildflowers everywhere. We decided not even to pillage it. Okay, we should be getting our last houses upgraded here. We only need one more upgraded, and then we're good to go. And then we just need more population. 10... Oh, graduated. And more money, more clay. So yeah, easy stuff. Alright, we're gonna get these guys to work this land and get the weed level down so we can start planting crops. And we've got double. We're doubling our farming area. That's good. Oh, true. Or maybe they will have allergy. That's a good point too, Ned. Yeah, dude. They just roll up and they just have a freaking an allergy attack, dude, and then they're rendered useless. That's a big time strategy right there. Next level strategies. I want to squeeze like one more house in right here. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I'll put some cool decoration there. Yeah, the hay fever or killer bees. Yeah. Oh, we should add some apiaries. Yeah, apiary. There we go. Yeah, we should add a couple of apiaries. I think if you build them... Yeah, interesting. So you can see... This is a really interesting thing, how this works. I guess another little comparison to Manor Lords or whatever, because we know the apiaries in Manor Lords, you know, boost your, like, meadow affinity or whatever. But here you can see, like, where there's the bright yellow, that's where the bees, like, you get more honey bonus. Like, the bees like... So they like being around the houses and stuff because all the flowers... And I guess, as I'm noticing, that's also a benefit of, like, all these wildflowers that we added here. See, as we can see now, there's, like, a high density of the yellow overlay, which means, obviously, this is, like, high pollination opportunity. So we get higher, yep, more people, good. So you get more bonus on the pollination, the honey from your apiaries. So if you build them on, like, your crop fields... or with the houses, or with the wildflowers and stuff, then it's super cool how we get that bonus like that. I typically build them like on the crop fields to start, because that's always like super easy. And you can literally build them on the field, or you can just build them out to the side too, but... You just don't want to like stack too many of them, otherwise the bonus starts to fade. So we'll put a couple right there. And then we can put a couple more in our housing wildflower patch areas or whatever. Over there. Start getting some honey. Just 5 head, that's right. That's right. Got the 5 head strats here. Killing with allergies. Okay, nice. We got some more exploring done. We got some more herbs. Herbs. Good. Herbs over there. And over here too. Okay, good. That's what I want. There we go. I mean, everything's looking good. Oh yeah, we do have our guard tower ready now too. Good. We have a guard. He's garrisoning. Okay. Eventually, the next thing we do want to build this temple as well, so we can start excavating these relics. But it's expensive. We don't have the money for it right now. But soon. This game is still grid-based, right? No, Ned! Yo, wait! Oh, guys! Farthest Frontier is no longer a grid-based building game. That is the whole point, guys. That's why that's the hype. That's why we're checking out. That's why we're back on Farthest Frontier. No grid. Look, you can build however you want. You can full control, bro. Full control. They completely. I'll do my spiel again. So, Farthest Frontier just released about 6 months ago in October of 2025, out of early access, and it was like it was always a very underrated game in my opinion, but the grid-based building thing was like, you know. It's just like a factor that you can't really get around, you know? It's like if you're not really into that, then like, it just kind of sucks, you know what I mean? Like that was always like probably the biggest downside I feel of Farthest Frontier, and it felt like something that just kind of, you know, is what it is, never was going to change. But yeah, they just announced like a few days ago. This just came out. This literally just happened, and they just announced they were like, "Yo, we're introducing free building to Farthest Frontier." And you can also choose to use the grid. So anytime you're placing anything, if you can choose to activate the grid, and you can go back to the grid-based building, or you can choose to have it on free mode. And it's complete control. There's no restrictions, and they also made it so like it has a little bit of freedom, so you can see like it allows little overlaps, you know, like reasonable amounts of overlap between like the outlines of the buildings or whatever, so you can really like make things look a little more natural and kind of crammed together or whatever kind of vibe, you know, and stuff. So they did a really good job of like, you know, I never expected that they would, for any grid-based building game, that they would just be like, I mean, that's like a huge foundation of the coding and everything, obviously, for the game. So that's a very significant change to make, and in a very good way. So yeah, that's the hype, guys. That's why we're back on Farthest Frontier. That's why we're checking it out and everything. And I highly recommend that you guys also check out Farthest Frontier. It's been, even when it was on the grid, it's so good in like pretty much every other way that it was still like highly enjoyable, even though I don't really care for grid-based building, and I doubt many of you do as well. But now, yeah, now that they've done this, it's kind of like, dude, this game is like, for me, this game is better than Manor Lords now. It has surpassed Manor Lords. This game just has so much other stuff that's already like so much better. And now that we don't have grid, now that it's on free building, it's like, oh yeah, primo. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do all this if we were on the grid-based system, right? I mean, we've got a nice, we've got all these curved roads and angled houses and whatever going on, so. it's definitely works well. Looks really good. It's pretty awesome. We need more trader. We need some traders to come visit us that are gonna buy like pottery or something. Let's ramp up pottery. We're gonna sell a ton of that. Yeah, it looks nice, right? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Yeah, honestly. And if you already have Farthest Frontier and it's just been kind of like sitting around in your library or whatever, great time to hop back in. So, so if you do have Farthest Frontier, you want to play this, you want to do the free building or whatever. This update is currently on a like a playtest, so similar to like how Manor Lords does like, oh, we got a beta update, and you go and like you go to the properties on Steam and you go to the beta tab and you put in like the code or whatever. Same thing for Farthest Frontier. So there's you just go to their forum or whatever. They have the like playtest code, and you can play this. But if you just launch the game normal, it will still be on the grid, whatever. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it looks like we just needed to like be harvesting more food, so that'll kick in once we've got double the farm space. So the upcoming year we'll be getting good yields, hopefully. Doesn't look defensible. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not really. I mean, it doesn't need to be. That's not the point of this playthrough. Cool, yeah, so I guess basically once we ramp up our food, we should be having more people moving in. We got all our houses upgraded that we need. We just need to double our population, get some more gold. I mean, clay is whatever. So yeah, more gold, more population. Then we upgrade. Then we'll be able to turn all of our roads into like cobblestone roads. We can build statues and all way more cool stuff. It's gonna be awesome. More stone, more stone. Yeah, the flowers are our first line of defense, though, so. Good, our temporary shelters are operational. That's good. That's right. Get your daisy chain protection necklace. Okay, and we do at some point, like, livestock is really important too. Ooh. This requires a tier 3 town center. Okay. We're 24 knowledge invested. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. This one will be really good because we want increased harvest, but we need tier 3 basically. So we're not quite there yet. Livestock is definitely really good, but it's expensive and we can't afford it yet. We do definitely need to upgrade our market to a market square. I don't think we have the materials for it yet, but construction speed, knowledge generation, Hygiene is, I feel like we need hygiene. That's kind of a must. Birth rate, sure. Yeah, more population growth. That's good. I guess that's kind of it for now, maybe? We really, like, want livestock, and then we want to increase the farming, but we're just not quite there yet. Ooh, increase honey and wax from apiaries. We could take that. That's not a bad one, because we just built some apiaries. Why not, huh? Yep, it is big. I know. I'm not. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but yeah, I already did my rant about the tech tree. I already did my rant about the tech tree, but yeah, it's the tech tree is overwhelming. The tech tree is where they went wrong in Farthest Frontier, in my opinion. But I know Bath likes the tech tree, I think. What am I supposed to be What am I supposed to be stacking up? What am I supposed to be stocking up? The flower necklace of necrotic damage. Yeah, we'll have one of those soon. Soon enough. We really just need we need to do more trade. We need to conduct more trades, and we need to get more population growth, which means we need more food, which we'll get more food because we doubled our farming area. We could also probably add another hunting and another forager, to be honest. Let's just go ahead and do that. Yearly taxes collected. Good. Give me all your money, peasants. Pay up. Life in the frontier ain't free. Alright, good. We got a decent amount of pottery. Hopefully we can sell pottery. Hopefully someone wants to buy pottery for a good amount. We should probably also be making... where is it? Shoes and... what's the other thing? Weaver building. Oh no, there's another one. Where's the other one? Can't you make like regular... oh, tannery. There we go. Let's just do collar stuff for now, I guess. Where do we want ye old cobbler shop? I guess we could put it right here. That's not too bad. It's kind of cool. Sure, let's go right there. Some bushes and flowers, of course. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do you want to buy? Well, he'll buy iron ore. Maybe we can, let's sell some of that. Let's sell some of that. For a good price. That's good. Soap. That's a pretty good price, too. I don't know if we want to necessarily sell soap. Maybe we can sell some. We definitely need soap, though. Weapons are good to have around. We have 5 of them around. There's another trader rolling up, I think, too. Let's see what he's got. Not really much else that we can sell to this guy necessarily, but we'll sell to this person for sure. Okay, good. They're foraging. We got another hunting. We got 2 hunting, 2 foragers now. Okay, so we should be ramping up on food production here. Now that we have double our... Okay, that one's already done, right? Whoops. Get some field work going over here. Nice. We should be... Yeah, we're starting to gather some of that honey, too. That's good. Let's make sure we're selling our stuff here. Get another person stocking this trading post. Let's go. Get it going. Get it going, lads. So he's selling stone for 9. Or this person is selling stone for 9, and this person is purchasing stone for 10. So we could technically flip some stone here too. That might not be a bad call. I mean, it's a very small profit margin, but it is a profit margin. You like the farming system? Yeah, the farming system here is really good. I think Farthest Frontier has the best farming systems. It has the most, like, realistic aspects, like, your crop rotations and stuff are also influenced by, like, there can be, like, diseases that pop up oftentimes, and there's all these factors with, like, the soil, whether you can, like, add clay or sand to the soil to get it to, like, a fertility level that works for different types of crops and stuff like that. You'll get, like, diseases that'll affect, like, certain types of crops, and you'll need to rotate. You need to, like, maintain the you know, impact on the yield from, like, the weeds and stuff like that. You need to keep the ground, like, maintained, stuff like that. So yeah, I think the farming system in Farthest Frontier is the best out of any type of game like this, in my opinion. All the, like, systems for most of the, like, main mechanics and systems in this game are pretty much, like, top tier, in my opinion. Sell some soap. We'll sell some of this iron, and then we'll probably flip some stone. So we'll just, like, purchase a bunch of stone from her and then resell it to this guy. Because he's buying it for 10, and she's selling it for 9. We're just waiting for them to get that last bit of the iron ore. Where the heck? Okay, there we go. He's bringing it. He's wheelbarrowing it over. Bringing the iron. Okay, there we go. Sell. Okay, so now... let's purchase pretty much as much stone as we can afford. Buy and stock in trading post. And now we sell it all back to this guy. Boom. We're flipping stone. Alright, let's do that again. Let's keep doing that until we can't anymore. Buy and stock. Oh, he's out of money. Oh no! He doesn't have enough money to buy all our stone back from us. No! Oh, dang it. Alright, well. Bummer. Well, that didn't exactly work out how we wanted it, but... we could buy some other stuff from him to be able to sell him the rest of the stone, but... I don't know if there's anything we realistically want to buy. Dang it! Okay, well, I kind of messed that up. That's a bummer. We took all his gold. He didn't have enough gold to sustain our stone flipping. Oh well. Someone will turn up again and buy the rest of the stone at the next one or whatever. Dang it! Yeah, true. We can throw the stones at the raiders, maybe. Well, we are going to need a lot of stone for once we upgrade our town. Like, all these roads will get upgraded to stone and stuff like that. Cobblestone. We're starting to produce shoes. Nice. Do they make other changes as well? Here, I'll link you the update article. There you go. What happened to the Raiders? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I have it, like, turned, like, all the way down on that kind of stuff, so, I don't know. It's not really, a main feature of this playthrough in these settings. They're scared of us. Okay, they've still got stuff in range. They do not. Okay. We do want to build that temple soon. Dang it! That's a bummer that the guy ran out of money. The trader ran out of money, dude. Maybe I'll give this game another shot. I would highly recommend. Big recommend, dude. Yeah, absolutely. It's super cool. Like I said, for me, like, anytime I was thinking about, like, playing Farthest Frontier again, it was just kind of like, I don't want to do the grid, I don't like the grid, you know what I mean? But everything else is so good. Now it's like, dude, this is the game, dude, this is the game. This is the game that I want. This is what I want, like, I want this game with Manor Lords graphics. Done. That's the game right there. That's the peak. That's what I want. There's not too much else for us to manage right now. We're really just cranking out supplies. Looks like we have a bunch of clay. We can ramp up more. Oops, not soap. On pottery. Let's ramp up on pottery. And yeah, we're really just cranking out supplies, cranking out food, trying to grow our population, and cranking out like trade and stuff. But we gotta wait for another trader to come visit us. What's up with this guy talking about no fishing range? What do you mean no fishing range? You're fishing right here. I see you fishing. You weirdo. You weirdo. Hope Shadowheart's not going to be upset. Little Baldur's Gate 3 reference. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Is that from Baldur's Gate? I really like how things are looking, though. Gosh, yeah, like I said, I really just want to get this upgraded. More decorations? More bushes? More flowers? Oh, yeah. Love that. Never too many. Gonna cheat on with yeah. Hey. Farthest Frontier, the mistress. But yeah, they did update. Some other stuff got updated and adjusted too. They like added some buildings and some other stuff too. But the main thing was the grid. Grid thing is by far the main thing. I mean, that's that's such an insanely big update that literally it's like it could be like a whole different game. You know what I mean? So cool. Never expected them to do this. Okay, new villagers immigrating. People are born. That's good. Wants us to increase allocation of workers to 10. Oh yeah, that's one of the new things they added was like the walkthrough kind of like tutorial thing, I guess. I don't know what they call it, but basically like helps guide you through the game for like beginners and stuff, you know. I don't think they really had anything like that for a long time. I know it's, once again, Manor Lords, I've seen that a million times. People request like, yo, I need like a tutorial or something. You know what I mean? Need another stock yard. Ideally closer to over here, I guess, maybe? Where do we want to put this thing? There we go. I think that'll be good. Yeah, more people moving in. Good. We need to grow that grow that population. I need more houses pretty soon here too. Might be running out of arrows too. We need a Fletcher? Yes, we do. Okay. Nice. Make some arrows, bows and arrows. Okay, we got a ton of pottery, dude. I need a trader to come along that wants to buy pottery for a good price, dude. Alright, yeah, our food production should be ramped up now, big time. Should be doubled. With the farm. Double farms now. We are gonna need more houses. Our residential area is looking pretty pretty stocked. Or pretty maxed, or whatever. Might need to expand into another residential area. Just add houses along this outer ring. Cool. Just need more people, more money. Need some traders to come visit us, buy our stuff. Need people to move in. Best town around. Come on, folks. Okay. Bring on the traders. I'm ready to sell stuff. I'm ready to make some money. Some moolah. Farming tasks rocking. New villagers being born. Got a few tech points, but... New merchant. Alright, here we go. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, that means enemies are coming. Raiders are approaching. There you go. It's going to be a very small raid, I'll tell you that right now, though. Because once again, I put the settings on very low, as we're more interested in the city building aspect for this, but... Guess we can sell some planks. We're buying them for a good price. Get those going. Alright, so there are raiders approaching. But like I said, it's going to be a very small raid. Watering cans at the ready. Hold. Garrison in the flowers. Village is being raided. Party of 17 raiders is attacking. Oh my gosh. Alright, so since we don't... This, you know, it's not really like a military setup or... It's like, you know, whatever, like I mentioned, but... Basically what we're going to use for defenses here are... So our hunters...
You need anything?
Yes, I do.
On it.
On it.
Hello there?
Hello there? Yeah, so the hunters can... they can do some combat for you, because they are armed. With weapons. They're just not... they don't have like armor, you know, they're very weak. Like if you just keep them at range though, you can use them for pretty good attacks. We have our guardhouse here. Let's recruit another lookout, another guard, because they're armed as well. And then we can also use our town center, similar to like, I don't know if you guys play like Age of Empires or something like that, you know, how you can use your town center to like rally all your villagers into the town center, and then they're able to like garrison there and shoot arrows from the town center. So same thing. Villagers died. We killed by raiders. Oh, dude, our villager that was out here just gathering berries got killed by the raiders. Whoops. Retreat! Retreat! That's messed up, dude. You were just out here gathering berries. That's how it is, huh? I know we need the opera house so we can sing them to sleep. Alright, yes. So like I said, we'll use our
what needs doing?
Our hunters, we'll get them over there. We got another guard getting equipped, and then we'll use our town center for defense. Well, here comes the raiders. So typically when the raiders come to like attack your town in Farthest Frontier, they'll try to attack, like for example, and it gives you all these like nice like tips and stuff and how to do everything, which is nice. But for example, see we have like these gold bars here at our storehouse right here. See we have like 1,500 like gold bars. You can see them sitting out in the storage area and stuff like that. They're definitely gonna like try to attack like buildings like this. So that's why I typically, and if you guys are interested in getting into Farthest Frontier, I do have a beginner tips guide for Farthest Frontier here on the channel, which I talk about some of these things as well. But yeah, so I build like the storage buildings like this one or whatever, where we're like our gold is at the storage and the trading posts and stuff. We put those near the town center so we can use the town center as like a defensive building to protect those, to protect our resources, especially in the beginning stages when we don't have like a lot of infrastructure set up. All right, so
Hello.
hunters over here. Here comes the enemies. We'll garrison our villagers in the town center. We've got our lookout. We got our guard tower ready to go. So the guard tower is going to start shooting at these guys that are coming into range here. There we go. We're blasting them. We got our. So here's our hunters right here too. Hunter. Yeah. So we got our 2 hunters right here. We'll have them attacking as well. See, because they have their bow and arrow, they can just shoot. They can shoot some of these guys that are attacking. See, so they're trying to attack our trading post because we have valuable stuff in the trading post. We have gold. We have, you know, resources and gold and stuff in the trading post. So they're trying to attack the trading post. So see, that's why we put the trading post right next to our town center. And we have this lookout. We have a guard tower right here as well. Uh-oh, they're shooting our hunters. So we can't let our hunters actually, we just, like, the hunters just got to stand back and shoot. Like, they can't actually take blows, you know what I mean? So we got to kind of micromanage the hunters to stay out of the fray. Village was raided. Victory. We got him on the ropes. I said that's a very small... This is not like a real indication of like what the combat's like in this game, because this is just a very small raid on the kind of more relaxing settings or whatever, but a little bit of an idea there. But eventually, you know, you get more like military and defenses and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the combat, you don't really see, like, the real effects of the combat until, you know, there's, like, a larger scale battles or whatever. On harder settings or farther into the game or whatever. So, oh, nice, this person buys pottery at a good price. Now we're cooking. Bring all the pottery. Sell, sell, sell. Yeah, we could move the blueberry bushes. Yeah, I don't think there are any. Are any of these blueberries? I think most of them are hawthorn bushes. I don't know if any of them are blueberries. I think they're all hawthorns, Baff. Oh no, there are some blueberries over here. Yeah, absolutely. Good call. Yes, sir. Blueberries. Yep. Nice, 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 nice. Blueberries. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing how you can move the blueberry bushes around. You can move them into your town and stuff. Alright, Ned. Take it easy, dude. Have a good rest of your Sunday, dude. Alright, sell this pottery. Let's go. Massive. There we go. Big time. And this guy buys stone. There we go. We can sell the rest of this stone back, too. Finally. Awesome. Now we're cooking. Very good. Alright. Now we got a good amount of gold. Now we'll build our temple. Heck yeah. Very cool. Our population is slowly growing. Our resources are growing. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, this storage is getting full, isn't it? Okay. We could put just a storage depot, but eh. Yeah, no gold storage. We can't have that. Gotta have gold storage. There's all our blueberry bushes right here now. Good. Everything's looking very good. We need a crypto. Yeah, we need a Bitcoin. Bitcoin temple. Temple to Bitcoin. Alright, there we go. We got our temple. Now we can excavate this for relics. Now we can start getting relics, which will give us other bonuses here. Actually massive. And our towns, look at our main town area, starting to look really cool with all these like main buildings. Pretty much just want gold and like valuable stuff here. Maybe weapons too. There we go. That's good. Like how you have all this control over the storage stuff too. It's always nice. We're excavating here, getting a relic. Huge! terms of pretification? What is that? Oh, I see. Yeah, like the beautification levels or whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think the buildings in Manor Lords blend into each other, really, other than the house. Like, the burgage plots, yeah. Like, the burgage plots are the one, you know, that's what you can, like, really customize. But the rest of the buildings in Manor Lords work the same exact way that they do in Farthest Frontier. Now, at least. It's just houses and the crop fields, because you can make like oddly shaped crop fields or whatever in Manor Lords, but I don't think you can do that. You still, the crop fields I think are still on the grid, or still need to be at least like a square, you know what I mean, or whatever. In Farthest Frontier.
Speaking of Manor Lords, you asked Darren about a better church or cathedral. I mean, that's probably like the 1,000th, 5,000,000th time that they've been asked about that, but okay. He said small towns didn't have a cathedral. Now they're talking about that in the next update. We got a better church. I mean... Once again, guys, they have mentioned all of this stuff dozens of times before, over months and years, so, I mean, I don't really care what Darren says. He's a liar. He's a clown. Bottom line. That's what you are. If you are a person in life, and not just in game development or whatever, if you are a person in life that you say you're going to do one thing, and you do another, and you don't deliver on what you said, and you just kind of go back on what you said, you say one thing and do another, very basic concept in life, that makes you a clown. Like, that means you're just, you suck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but that's like a very horrible quality to have as a person. In any capacity of life. So, obviously, games or whatever it is, or like is no exception if they're running a business. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, if you say you're going to do one thing, you don't do it. It's the boy who cried wolf. It's the oldest story in the book, right? One of the oldest stories ever told. I mean, they've had concept art in the Discord for literally years about, yeah, here's all the church concept art and different blah 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 blah. Yeah, right, man. We've heard it all before. So. I've even on my channel here, I've had dozens and dozens and dozens of comments saying that same thing. Hey, we should be able to customize our church and customize our manor and have different, models available. I mean, you'd think a game that has already made $70 million could invest in a few different building models. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not hard to implement. I can tell you guys right now for a fact. It's not hard to implement. It would literally be so simple to implement. Like, yeah, here's alternative building models that you can use for your church. Enjoy, have fun, right? No, I'm not gonna. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. I'm done. I'm not gonna talk about all that crap. It's pathetic. Manor Lords is pathetic. It's bottom line. Can't even do basic stuff that literally is well within their control or realm of possibility. Like, it's actually just ridiculous. I think this town's... I'm going to save this town, and we'll continue on this in a bit. Before we hop off, though, I'll load up another save. Just, I know a few of you guys were talking about you want to see a little more like the combat or whatever. Save that one. Load. This one. This should be, I think this one will have an opportunity for like a big raid or something like that. I have like a pretty good like military stuff set up on this one or whatever. This is an older, I have a bunch of older saves obviously, but this save is from, obviously it'll be on the grid. Everything here is grid because this is from old previous versions. So, I mean, here's a little bit more what it looks like farther into the build or whatever. Once again, this was on the grid, so you can see, like, you can already tell the difference, right? Like, look at the roads and the way everything's laid out. Like, this is what, this was the big downside of Farthest Frontier before, right? It's like, oh, everything has to be a square, you know what I mean? You saw the town that we were just doing before. You saw the life that it had to it, the flowing and the move, you know, the decorations and the flowing movement of the pathways and the town areas and stuff. I mean, this is all very square, right? This was what what Farthest Frontier was. So now you'll be able to do all of this, but with the, you know, the customization of free building. So we also have cavalry. This one I have cavalry here. This is a horse.
At once.
And you can make like different military like formations and like positions and stuff like that. So you can like tell them how you want them to like line up and stuff. So we've got some cavalry, and that's because I have like over here we have like a horse. We've got stables where you can see we're breeding all these horses. We're like doing horse breeding over here and stuff, because for the cavalry you gotta supply the person and the weaponry and the armor and the horse, you know what I mean? So we got a whole stable grazing pastures operation going over here, breeding horses. And so we've got like some cavalry, and we've got some, you know, other military. These guys are from our main fort over here. So this is like, so same concept you can see right here. We've got like our town center, but then with like our trading post and the gold storage and all that kind of stuff like secured in here. And we got a big old fort, some, you know, a bunch of military and whatever. So yeah, this one's like this one's in year to give you perspective, this one's in year 53. So you know what we were on before, I think we were entering like year 10 or something. Retreat to, so we'll just tell everybody to go back to their forts, back to their garrisons. Yeah. I mean, look, Farthest Frontier, in the beginning of Farthest Frontier, there was no cavalry, right? There was just, you know, just like it, right? And they said, hey guys, we're gonna add cavalry. And guess what? They did it. They added cavalry. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not that hard. Like, it's just, it's literally just that simple. Like, you say you're gonna do something, you do it. Nothing else to be said. Very basic concept. I mean, this I remember when I remember the update when they added the stable and the cavalry and all that kind of stuff. It was like at least a year ago. You know what I mean? It was like a while ago. They were like, hey, we're gonna do it, and they did it. So I don't know. I'll let this one sim a little bit. Like I said, we'll see. I believe there is, just from when I've like loaded this one for like filming or other kind of stuff before, I think there is an attack coming pretty soon, but we'll see if we can get a military engagement here. I know, walls too, right? Wow, imagine that. Town walls. Imagine that, right? Imagine that. A villager has died of old age, dude. A poor builder named Rana has died from old age. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Yeah, I mean, there's... if you guys literally go to the Manor Lords Discord, there is a channel for concept art. And you can see all the concept art that's been posted for the church and stuff for literally years. So, yeah, like, I don't know, I don't know what to tell you guys. They were posting concept art in there since 2020. Literally. So many plans. Abandoned. Alright, we'll see if we get a raid here. But you can see I also have like a distribution of like these towers. I have like in the entry points, you know what I mean? We have like towers and forts and garrisons and stuff kind of protecting most of the main entry areas. Our main like gold reserves and supplies area. And then down here like the open front, we have like another barracks protecting this entrance area over here or whatever. So we're a pretty formidable setup. We'll see if we get through. We'll sim through to the next upcoming year and then see if we get a raid. But if not, then we'll just call it there for today. But yeah, we'll make some more Farthest Frontier content now that we have all these new things to work with. It's really cool. Tower defense. Have you even ever played a tower defense game? What do you think a tower defense game is, dude? This is not a tower defense game. You're tripping. I don't even know what you're saying, dude. Tower defense game is fundamentally different in every way. Look at this square, dude. So square. Those are stricken with fractured bone. Oh my gosh. Fractured bone. People dying from old age, dude. We're getting old. We're going into year 54 here. The clankers. Manor Lords clankers. One of the other really cool things in Farthest Frontier is the terrain, terraforming tools with the terrain or whatever. So for example, you can tell, you can kind of see over here, I did a bunch of terraforming. Like you can see I basically like terraformed this whole platform up here. Right, so this is where I'm mining like iron and gold and stuff like that. I have my like blacksmiths workshops up here where we're making like valuable materials with our gold and iron and all that kind of stuff. See, now this whole like hillside area is not accessible whatsoever other than up this pathway right here. So we created kind of like a, you know, a natural defense with this, the terraforming. We created this this, you know, platform and a choke point, you know what I mean? That has to go by, you know, our big like forts and stuff like that, and we have like watchtowers up on top and stuff like that. But we're basically protecting our valuable resources with some defenses. And the terraforming, like I said, the terraforming is pretty cool. How you can do that in Farthest Frontier, you can kind of alter the terrain and create some kind of natural walls or whatever, you know, kind of cool. Any raiders? Any raiders? Look at our chickens over here, dude. We got free range chickens. Is three, isn't 3 the max? Can you go higher than 3 times? Oh, enable 5 times game speed. cool. Never knew that. Well, thank you very much. Oh, there you go. Alright, raiders are coming. Raiders are approaching, my friends. Here you go. You wanted a raid? I give you a raid. Alright, we'll do the raid and then we're gonna shut it down for today, y'all. This is it. We gotta defend our lands. Who the heck is this guy? What are you doing way over here, dude? Raid coming. Damn, we must have chased them pretty far, huh? Oh yeah, see we got... So this will be... So this is in year 54, and this one has the settings turned up like a lot higher or whatever. So you can see here on the mini-map, there's like 4 different... Like this is going to be a pretty sizable raid, I think. A party of 108 raiders is attacking. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so... There's going to be a few different, like, groups of them, though. So we know there's some down over here. Looks like they're approaching either our outer defense over here, or they're going to come through towards our, like, main defense area. So we'll stay garrisoned for now. But we have we have 2 cavalry units and 3 infantry units. Companies, whatever you want to call them, ready to go. But these guys will also bring, like, siege weapons. See, since we're, like, farther along, you can see, like, they have, like, a battering ram. You know what I mean? So, like, we can't just, you cannot just play tower defense. Like, if you just play tower defense, you're gonna lose. Because they will bring siege equipment. You gotta actually, like, get out there and deal with that. That's what the cavalry is really good for example. Some of these other raiders groups, they bring, like, catapults and trebuchets and stuff as well, so... We'll see. For now, we're gonna stay garrisoned for now. I'll see if they come attack our main defensive area over here. We can probably get... Let's get our... This is the Wildcat Company right here, this one. We'll grab these cavalries. Let's rally up these cavalries. Okay. Don't see any other raiders popping up yet. But I don't mind if they, like, attack some of our, like, useless buildings out here on the outskirts or whatever. That's fine. We don't necessarily want... We don't necessarily want them, like, breaking down... See, they already opened up the fence here and stuff. We don't want our horses necessarily to get away, but... You told me to play this game. You played it. It's good. It's good. It's a good game. See, you didn't regret it, right? You're like, dude, thanks, Cole. This is a great game. Okay, so over here, these guys are gonna be. They're gonna get into our. Okay, good. So these guys are gonna get taken care of by this defense, hopefully. Okay, looks like they didn't really care about that defense. So we're gonna rally up. These guys need to take care of this. Okay. Let's have them retreat to the barracks now that we pulled them out. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Okay, yeah, see, they're advancing towards our main defensive area over here, so that's fine. And we'll use our cavalry to go out and take care of the siege. The battering ram. Alright, we're garrisoned up again. Over here, that's good. I think there's going to be more attackers coming from like other sides as well, so we don't want to use all of our forces yet. We do have another set of cavalry. I'm going to pull them out. Let's get our cavalry over here. We want the cavalry to see, like, they got their battering ram up here trying to ram down our gateway already, so that's where we're going to use our cavalry. Get in there. Attack, lads! Take care of this battering ram, cavalry. There we go, there we go. Get out of there, get out of there! Okay, we got our cavalry over here now assisting. We took care of the battering ram, that was my main concern. Now we're going to take care of these guys with our cavalries. Okay, let's take a look back over here. Uh-oh. Not looking good over here. They went. They destroyed our barracks. Not good. We might need to reinforce that in a second. I don't want to take our other military that's over here because they might need to defend from another attack that's coming from this side, I think, right? Raider encampment. Maybe there is nobody coming from that side. I'm not sure. Alright, let's go ahead and just rally these guys to come down here, I guess. Oh, man. Our cavalry's taking heavy losses. Back up, back up. Retreat! Retreat, lads! Keep our cavalry, get them back to safety there. Got our fort raining down arrows on these guys. Ooh, boy, our town center over here is getting decimated. We have a big military heading down here, though. Okay, there we go. This area is secure now. We can take this military. Head into here, lads. Attack! Rare spoils were obtained from a slain raider. We get 25% more health to villagers.
It will be done.
Will be done. Clear them out. Man, they kind of wreaked havoc on our town here for sure. Significant losses, it says. Dang. I think we did it, though. We cleared them out. We cleared them out. Run them down. Destroy them. I think the attack's over, though. They're retreating. But yeah. There you go. There we go, lads. Nice. Cool. Well, there we go, guys. That's a little look at what the combat or whatever is, or, you know, whatever, what a real raid looks like and stuff, depending on how your town layout is and whatever. But yeah, cool stuff, guys. That's going to be it for today. You guys are trolling me with this tower defense thing, dude. But yeah, GG's, guys. I hope you liked, and hope you guys enjoy Farthest Frontier. If you decide to check it out, let me know what you guys think. I mean, I really think it's great. I think the free building thing is awesome, and so much opportunity to create some cool stuff. You know what I mean? We got some action in at the end. That's right. That's right. Well, yeah, thanks, guys. I hope y'all have had a great Sunday. Hope you guys have a good rest of your tail end of your weekend here. Have a great week ahead. And like I said, I'll probably be ramping up maybe some Farthest Frontier content, maybe a few more videos or whatever. Check out some more of the free building, see if we can make some cool stuff and discover some of the new features and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. Really cool. I think it's really great. I'm really excited about. I mean, you can see I mean, you know, look at this town, right? And then our new town. I mean, the difference is crazy with like how you can see the how it flows, and you know the non-restrictiveness of the grid is very evident, and it makes a big difference to the experience and the quality of life and everything. So I think it's really good. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know. See, right, and then look at this town. See how we have all the, see how much more flowy it is, you know what I mean? Versus going back to like the complete grid, right? So I think it's super cool. I mean, it makes a massive difference, right? I mean, it's a huge difference. Obviously, we're in winter time here, so we can't really see the best or whatever, but you know what I mean. So yeah, really cool stuff, guys. Very exciting. It was not an update that I was expecting for Farthest Frontier, so it's a really unexpected, great surprise. So hope you guys liked. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do choose to play it, like I said, feel free to post some, you know, pictures or whatever in the Discord. I'd love to see what you guys get going on. Yeah, revisit Farthest Frontier, absolutely. It's like a beta or a whatever that you have to opt into, similar to like how Manor Lords does it. But yeah, all the info is in that the update article. I can link it one more time. But yeah, the update article, or I don't know. Anyways, if you need help or whatever, just message me on Discord or whatever. Article. But yeah, it's like a beta. Like you have to set it up like you know Manor Lords, how they do the beta, and you have to go to the properties and put in like the code or whatever, because it's like on a testing patch or whatever right now. Public though, so anyone can do it. But yeah, if you need help trying to figure it out, just let me know. But yeah, guys, GG's today. Thank you guys for being here as always. Really appreciate it. Happy Sunday. Have a great week ahead, guys, and we will see each other very soon, hopefully. All right, guys. Ciao for now.